Conjunctions are what? Few conjunctions, please. What are the words that we use to connect phrases or sentences? Yes. Important to have a clear sentence, right? So now, if you are joining two sentences together, and if you just imagine if you are joining sentences, or if you want to express an words, maybe two sentences, and give a clear idea or complete meaning. So thereby, and also it helps us to, but divide the sentence. Divide the sentence in sentence in the sense is now we can just get a sense with the now first part of the sentence. If it is divided, just imagine if it is a what do you call passage, not a passage. It's just a paragraph with 2 to 3 sentences, and for us to get an idea, we can just divide these sentences along with the conjunctions, right? So we can separate them, right? And then understand the meaning of the sentence, right? And when conjunctions combine, I used to combine, then other than the long sentences that we are going to form, right? We can have few separate sentences joined with these conjunctions. So that helps us to understand it properly rather than having a lengthy sentence. Now just imagine if you are going to write an essay, right? In essay writings, you have to make your sentences as short as you can, right? So then when you need to, if you have to add something, right, add more, or if you have to compare or show difference, then and cons or both advantages and disadvantages. Likewise, for you to shorten a sentence or to, what do you call, to form a sentence in a single go with you will be able to understand, and then your writing will be perfect as well, even in speech, right? So make sure not to use more than 2 to 3 conjunctions and make more lengthy sentences, and in the same time don't try to use like an in speeches like, okay, I am going to speak about this, and likewise don't try to use more than, the conjunctions, what do you call, inappropriately, right? So we'll go to the lesson. So we will be, why can't I share? Yeah. So we'll define the word correctly. Conjunctions are parts of speech. So you know, in the word class, right? Class of words, you see that conjunctions, right? So likewise, we learn nouns, adverbs, those are also parts of speech, where conjunctions are also parts of speech that connect words, phrases, clauses, or sentences, right? So if you are to learn about these conditional sentences, you will see that we connect them. The clauses are connected using conjunctions. So you need these types of conjunctions. So make sure to remember them, right? Not only in if what do you call conditionals, but also in day-to-day speech as well. Right. So here you can see a sentence. I like cooking and eating. Right. So normally when you like more than two things, right? Two or more things, then you normally say you use and. Right. So what is your hobby? My hobbies are playing cricket and playing games or watching movies. Likewise. Right. So then there you are adding something. I mean, when you are going to tell about one or more interests or one or more things, there you can use and, right? So, and you are showing that I like cooking and eating, right? So, I like cooking, eating, rather than saying that, you have used and eating to make it precise. Then, but I don't like washing dishes afterward, right? So, it's, I mean, what showing how, showing your likes and your dislikes, right? So, you say but. Using but you say, but you don't like washing dishes afterward. You like cooking and eating, not the washing part. So they for that you use these conjunctions and you make it clear to the reader or the listener that your idea, right? So you can say, I like cooking, eating, not washing dishes, right? So then it is, I mean, it is not wrong, right? I mean, without the conjunctions also, you can get the idea. But some instances, now cooking, eating, not washing the dishes is okay. But if you get another verbs there, right? Another set of verbs, then sorry, and the other verbs that you what do you call might change the meaning of the idea that you want to give, right? So definitely make sure, I mean, you have to use the conjunctions where appropriate. ගැළපෙන තැන විතරයි conjunctions use කරන්නේ. දැන් I like cooking and eating කියන එකේ I like cooking but eating කියලා දැම්මොත් but කියන එක එතන වැරදි, right? So likewise මොන තැනකදීද අපි මේ conjunctions use කරන්න කියන එකේ idea එකක් ඔයාලට තියෙන්න ඕනේ. So we learn that consider them as joining words. Yes, they are used to join words, phrases, sentences. And then you can see they help the writer create longer, more complex sentences, avoid the choppiness of multiple short sentences, right? So that is what does that mean? The same thing I said, right? Longer sentences හදන්න පුළුවන්, more complex sentences හදන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි අර ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට මොකක් හරි අර එක ගොඩේ ලියනවා කියන්නේ අන්න ඒක නැති කරලා, right? We can make longer sentences by using conjunctions, and that helps to what do you call that? I like cooking, I like eating. ඊළඟට I don't like washing dishes afterward. ඒ වගේ sentences ගන්නත් ඒක තමයි කියන්නේ choppiness of multiple short sentences. So when you have many short sentences, that will look ugly for you to give an idea exactly at the same time. Again, in a one go, if you want to give an idea, right? So rather than using long sentences, rather than using several short sentences, you can use a long sentence combined using these conjunctions, which is precise and concise, which is short and also clear. Short in the sense which is to the uh, I mean, not much lengthy, but to the appropriate level, right? Okay. So then, first we are going to learn about the coordinating conjunctions. So what are these coordinating conjunctions means? It's like coordinating the things, right? So any idea what the coordinating conjunctions are? Can you just give me a few examples? Why? I mean, you don't need to give me the meaning, but you can just give me the examples. What are coordinating conjunctions? So conjunctions are used to combine, that is okay. What are coordinating conjunctions? So these coordinating conjunctions, if I have told you the conditionals, I can't remember, right? So then it will be very important. Yeah. So there is an acronym for coordinating conjunctions as well. What is it? And boys, right? So these coordinating conjunctions allow you to what? Join words, clause or phrases with equal grammatical rank in a sentence. So you don't need that. So remember this thing. Coordinating conjunctions of these acronym fanboys. So these are used to give equal grammatical level to the sentence, right? So we'll see what is this. I'd like pizza or a salad for lunch, right? So you can see it is in equal grammatical rank. I'd like pizza. I will like it. Or I like a salad for lunch. Then we need to place a to concentrate. So we need a place to concentrate. So we packed our things and went to the coordinating conjunction, right? And then we have Jessie didn't have much money, but she got by. Right? So what is the coordinating conjunction here? But එතකොට coordinating conjunction කියන්නේ මොනවද? Fan boys කියන acronym එක. එතකොට F stands for and stands for sorry A stands for and then what is N for no and B for but O for O Y for yet and what so for S, right? So that is how fanboys that you should remember. දැන් අපි බලමු මොනවාද මේවාගේ usage කියලා. කොහොමද අපි මේවා මේ use කරන්නේ? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මේ sentence එකක phrases වලට හරි ඒ තියෙන sentences දෙකට equal importance එකක් දෙනවා නම් තමයි අපි මේ coordinating conjunctions use කරන්නේ. I'd like pizza. මම pizza වලටත් කැමති. එහෙම නැත්නම් salad වලටත් කැමති. right? අර ඒ වගේම කියන්නේ කැමැත්තක් ප්‍රකාශ කරනවා නෙවෙයි sentence එකේ equal importance එකක් අපි ඒ sentences දෙකටම දෙනවා නම් තමයි අපි use කරන්නේ මොනවද මේ coordinating conjunctions. ඒකයි අපි කියන්නේ equal grammatical rank කියලා. right? එතකොට අපි දන්නවා for and no but or yet so තමයි coordinating conjunctions. මෙන්න මේ fan boys fan for A and N no B but O Y yet S so කියන ඒ ටික මතක තියාගත්තා alternate coordinating conjunctions ගොඩක් I mean without any effort you can just remember them. And at the same time තව ඔයාලට මේවා lessons වලදී ඕනි වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ conjunctions ඔයාලට තව lessons වලදී වෙන lessons වලදී ඕනි වෙනවා. අන්න එතකොටත් ඔයාලට ඒව පාවිච්චි කරන්න දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනි. right? දැන් අපි subject verb agreements වලදීත් අපි conjunctions ගොඩක් වෙලාවට use කරා. කරාද මතක නැහැ මට nouns වලින් නේ කරේ. right? කොහොම හරි අපි එක එක lessons වලදී අපිට මේවා ඕනි වෙනවා. So then you have to define what these coordinating conjunctions are. That means you should remember them, right? So then, here we don't have. Give me a second. Give me a second. If it is not the correct order. It's okay. Make it a when to use these coordinating conjunctions එකනද මේ lesson එකේ නෑ. Come on, I'll just tell you. අපි බලමු when are we going to have to use these coordinating conjunctions right now coordinating conjunctions මේ fanboys වල තියෙන F කියලා එක. Right? Now mainly we use this for, right? I waited for 2 hours, right? No, there it is not a conjunction. Um, so how are we going to place for it? So normally for කියන එක අපි use කරනවා right මේක මේ preposition එකක් විදිහටත් use වෙනවා conjunction එකක් විදිහටත් use වෙනවා right හැබැයි අපි use කරන instance එක තමයි just to explain some what do you call මොකක් හරි purpose එකක් හේතුවක් right and or just to express something like what do you call reason එකක් එහෙම නැත්නම් purpose එකක් කියන්න වගේ අපි use කරනවා මේ for කියන එක. right? ඒතකොට මේක නිකන් because වගේ තමයි. right? because වගේ තමයි අපි use කරන්නේ. අපි example එකක් කිව්වොත් I went to yes දැන් because වෙනකොට අපි sentence එකක් කියමු I went to no I didn't attend the lectures. I didn't attend the lectures because I was suffering from I was ill or sick. I was sick, right? Then you can say what? Instead of because ඔයාලට එතනදී for use කරන්න පුළුවන්. right? I didn't attend the lectures for I was sick. right? ඒක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපි use කරනවා අඩුයි conjunction එකක් විදිහට. But there are some instances where we use it. Okay? Then we'll go to the other one, right? So it is very important. Make conjunction එක ගොඩක් important. ඇයි addition එකකදී තමයි අපි මේ conjunction එක use කරන්නේ and කියන එක. right? ඒ කියන්නේ තව idea එකක් අපි කියන එකට තව දෙයක් add කරන්න. idea එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, දෙයක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, right? ඒක අපි කියන එකට add කරන්න තමයි අපි conjunction මේ coordinating conjunction and use කරන්නේ. මෙතනදී අපි දකිනවා මේක example එකේ I like cooking and eating. ඒ කියන්නේ මම දෙකටම කැමතියි. ඒතකොට cooking වලට තව එකක් add කරනවා eating කන්නත් කැමතියි. උයන්ඩයි කණ්ඩයි දෙකටම කැමතියි කියන අදහස එතනින් දෙනවා. and right? දැන් for වගේ එකක් ටිකක් අර use කරන අඩුයි and නම් ගොඩක්ම අපි conjunctions වලින් use කරන එකක් තමයි and කියලා කියන්නේ. right? Okay. So then another word or another term that we use, another conjunction is no. No කියන්නේ coordinating conjunction එක. Can you all see the screen? Am I sharing it now? Right. So no කියන්නේ coordinating conjunction එක. right? No කියන එකෙන් අදහස් කරන්නේ no කියන්නේ not කියන එකනේ. right? It's not කියන එක. එතකොට negative aspect එකක් තමයි. So ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙම. We'll just go with an example. She didn't attend the lectures. No, she sat for the exam. Right? එතකොට මොකද්ද කියන්නේ? එයා lectures ආවෙත් නැහැ. හැබැයි මොනවාද? exam එක ලිව්වෙත් නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ එතනත් නෑ addition එකක් වගේ තමයි වෙන්නේ. හැබැයි negative. then කියන එකේ positive නේ. I like this thing and I like this thing. හැබැයි මේ no කියන එකෙන් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට not කියන එකනේ අදහස් කරන්නේ no කියන එකෙන්. එතකොට අපි ඒක negative aspect එකකින් negative විදිහට තමයි ගන්නේ. එතන අපි use කරන්නේ කොහොමද? She didn't attend the lectures. No, she did sit for the exam, right? So then you can see that no is used to add information when it is what do you call negative, right? දැන් අපි ගත්තොත් neither no කියලා. neither no කියලා ඕගොල්ලෝ use කරනවානේ. ඒකත් conjunction එකක් තමයි. neither no. She neither attended the lectures, no, sat for the exam, right? So you can see that is no. But can always it is showing difference between two ideas. Contrast එකක් කිව්වේ ඒක, right? Difference එකක් පෙන්නනවා. I like cooking, but I don't like washing the what do you call washing dishes, right? ඊළඟට තව example එකක් ගත්තොත් she managed to play the game, but she was sick, right? එහෙනම් අපි මම don't කියන එකම නැතුව අපි එකක් ගන්න ඕනේ හින්දා තමයි ඒ example එක කිව්වේ. නැත්නම් I don't like I like this but I don't like this නේ ගොඩක් වෙලාට කියන්නේ. ඒක නැතුව ගන්න තමයි මම කිව්වේ. She managed to play the game but she was ill, right? So then you can see the but which is showing contrast. Contrast එකක් තමයි sorry පෙන්නන්නේ. දැන් එතන ඒ එක්සැම්පල් එකේ අර ප්ලේ ගේම් එක ඇක්ටිව්ව ප්ලේ කරාට එයා ඇක්ටිව් නැහැ කියන එක තමයි එතනින් අදහස් කරන්නේ. එතකොට අපි අතනින් ගත්තොත් I like watching movies but I don't like watching අන්න ඒවා. right? So then next O is always it's about a choice. Choice එකක් ගැන තමයි මේ coordinating conjunction O එක use කරන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ either this or that, right? කියන්නේ මේක වෙන්නත් පුළුවන් අරක වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්, right? So then I want to කොහොමද I want to අපි ආයිනේ වෙන verb වෙන subject එකක් ගමු. She wants to watch a movie, right? She wants no. Do you question එකක් අහමු අපි. Do you want to watch a movie or stay home, right? ඒක right? So then that is O. එතන O. Um, she will either eat apple or orange, right? If not, තව ගමු example එක ඔව් කියන එකේ. There are some ample of examples that doesn't come into my mind now. ඕ කියලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා. මොකක් හරි එකක the choice එකක්. I like to I have to think of it whether I will play the game or quit it, right? ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි choice එකක් තමයි. game එක play කරනවද එහෙම නැත්නම් quit කරනවද, right? So likewise. Then yet කියන්නේ to introduce I mean මොන හරි දෙයක් තාම වෙලා නැත්තම්. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි just imagine she has not yet come, right? ඒ වගේ yet කියන අවස්ථාව yet use කරන අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඒක මේ වෙනකන් වෙලා නැත්තම් තමයි අපි yet use කරන්නේ. හැබැයි but yet අපිට ගොඩක් වෙලාවට එකට use ඒ කියන්නේ එක තැනකදී but උයි yet උයි දෙකම use කරන්න පුළුවන් instances තියෙනවා. right? ඒ කියන්නේ මොනවාද අපි හිතමු contrast එකක් තමයි but එක වගේම පෙන්වන්නේ. හැබැයි අපිට නිකන් මොන හරි දෙයක් තාම වෙලා නැත්තම් අපිට yet use කරන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට අපි කියමු she was sick, yet she played the game. Right? අන්න ඒ වගේ. අර but කියන එකම තමයි. She was sick but she played the game කියන එකට තමයි. She was sick yet she played the game වගේ අපිට sentences හදන්න පුළුවන්. right. So කියන එක නම් ඇත්තටම ඔයගොල්ලෝ day to day use කරන දෙයක්. මොකක්ද අපි මොන හරි දෙයක් කියනවා and then you say because of that කියන එකට right ඒක ඒ හින්දා කියන එකට so use කරනවා right so here we have we needed a place to concentrate so we packed up our things and went to the library. I'd like pizza or salad for lunch. So choice, right? Pizza or salad again choice choose karna ekak, right? Then Jessa didn't have much money, but she got by, right? So here you can see the usage of so. We needed a place to concentrate, so we packed our things and went to the library. තව example එකක් so වලින් ගත්තොත් I woke up early so I could reach the faculty at the earliest, right? අර ඒ වගේ you can use the conjunction so මෙන්න මේ වගේ අවස්ථාවලදී තමයි අපි fan boys use කරන්නේ මෙන්න මේ කියන්නේ coordinating conjunctions use කරන අවස්ථාව තමයි මම මේ කිව්වේ. දැන් අපි දන්නවා for ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඔය biggest වෙනුවට use වෙන අවස්ථාවලදී තමයි for use කරන්නේ. ගොඩක් අඩුයි අපි ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ we do not use අර for කියන එක ගොඩාක්ම conjunction එකක් විදිහට use කරන අඩුයි. right? හැබැයි ඒ කියන්නේ biggest නේ අපි උහුරු වෙලා තියෙන ඉතින් ඒ හින්දා ගොඩක් රට biggest තමයි use කරන්නේ and නම් ගොඩක් පොසිටිව් දේවල් ඇඩ් කරන්න තමයි යන්නේ නෙගටිව් ඒවත් කියනවා no කියන එක නම් ගොඩක්ම නෙගටිව් සයිඩ් එකට ඒ කියන්නේ neither no right එතකොට but කියන එක නම් ගොඩක්ම contrast එකක් difference එකක් පෙන්වන්න තමයි අපි but use කරන්නේ o කියන්නේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවටම choice එකක් මේකද මේකද කියන මේක නැත්තම් ඒක කියන එක තමයි අපි use කරන්නේ o yet කියන්නේත් but වගේම තමයි contrast එකක් එහෙම නැත්තම් if it is yet to happen මොකක් හරි දෙයක් වෙන්න තියෙනවා වගේ she didn't come yet right අර ඒ වගේ you can use yet and so කියන්නේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඒ හින්දා කියන එක right I couldn't catch the bus so I came by a three wheel right අන්න ඒ වගේ okay. So then those are coordinating conjunctions. I hope you are clear with it. If you have any questions regarding what do you call coordinating conjunctions you can ask right now මොන හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් දැන් අහන්න. Yes. Any questions? I hope not. Right? So remember coordinating conjunctions. You will see why you need them in future. Right. So then correlative conjunctions. What are these correlative conjunctions? Right? Correlative conjunctions. What are correlative conjunctions? These are conjunctions of pairs. From conjunctions of pairs, that means I mean, two words are used to connect uh, sentences or phrases. Okay, two codes are, give me a second. Okay, so two conjunctions are used together, right? Or two words are used together to connect two or more, sentences and phrases. That is simply conjunctions. මේව නම් ඔයාලා ගොඩාක් use කරනවා, use කරලත් ඇති. මෙතන නැති ඒවාත් තියෙනවා, right? මොනවාද අපි ගත්තොත් මෙතන තියෙනවා neither no. neither no තියෙනවා either or. neither no නැද්ද මෙතන? either or, right? either or ඊළඟට both and, right? not only but also, not and but නේ තියෙන්නේ, right? ඒ වගේ තව තියෙනවා so as, rather than, such that, ඒ වගේ ගොඩක් ඒවා තියෙනවා, right? So those are few of the conjunctions, not only but also, rather than, both, and both, not but, either or, neither no, right? So these are few of the correlative conjunctions. These are in pairs. Pairs වලින් තමයි මේවා තියෙන්නේ, right? And helps us to what? Combine sentences or phrases, right? So how are we going to use them actually? කොහොමද use කරන්නේ? අපි මෙතන ගත්තොත් both and කියන එක, right? So this is a pair. How are you going to use? He is both rude and cunning. නපුරුයි වගේම කපටි, right? So that is a sentence where we use both and. Then either or, you can use either uh, my comb or his comb, right? So likewise. Then neither no, if you don't like anything, right? So it is negative, I told you. එතකොට කොහොමද? Either or කියන්නේ choice එකකදී, right? So you can use either his comb or my comb, right? Choice එකක. O කියන එකම තමයි. O එකේ choice එකනේ. So neither no කියන්නේ negative aspect එක පෙන්නන එක, right? So කොහොමද අපි ලියන්නේ? She likes neither කැමති දෙයක් වෙන්නත් බෑ. Neither dal, dal නම් කැමතිනේ. It's okay. Neither dal or no uh, green leaves, right? So මලු කන්නෙත් කැමති නෑ. Sorry, right. So you can use neither no for negative aspect. Okay. And then not only but also මේකත් අපි ගොඩාක් use කරන එකක්. Not only but also කියන එක. අපි ගත්තොත් example එකක් Kamali, not only hardworking, but also a multi-talented person, right? ඒ වගේ example එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් Sita is not only pretty, but also a smart girl, right? එතකොට yeah, so those are the examples that I can give you now. And you can just go find these correlative conjunctions. You have ample examples using these. Mm, rather than, um I would rather accept the what do you call promotion? No, I would rather accept the job offer than working here, right? So I would rather accept the offer than the job offer than working here when you're fed up of working in a certain place, right? Right. So those are the instances where we use these conjunctions. Okay. Not only am I finished studying for English, but I am also finished writing my history essay. Right. Not only, but කියලා use කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right. Not only am I finished studying English. I mean not and but use එක both and වගේ not and but use කරන්න පුළුවන්. Not only I have finished studying for English, right? Am I finished here? Not only I finished studying for English, but I also finished writing my history essay. Then I am finished here, Samani. Um, yes, I finished or I completed both my English essay and my history essay. This is wrong, right? Okay, so then that is correlative conjunctions, correlation, right? pair එකක් විදිහට cooperate වෙලා right co-work තියෙන අන්නේ වගේ correlative conjunctions කියන්නේ ඒකයි co-relation relationship එකකින් pair එකක් විදිහට co එකක් විදිහට work කරන එක තමයි correlative conjunctions කියන්නේ. එතකොට මොනවාද examples අපි ගත්තේ? And both and not but rather than either or neither no not only but also, right? So those are few of the correlative conjunctions that you can learn here in this level, and there are ample of examples. If you want to study further, you can do that, right? Then we have these subordinating conjunctions. What are these subordinating conjunctions actually? So this is also, I mean, correlative conjunctions are normally used in our day-to-day lives, and these subordinating conjunctions are needed for, as I told you, like the coordinating conjunctions, you will need them in your future grammar lessons, right? So what are these? So I told you මේ conditionals වලදී අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාට use කරනවා conjunctions කියලා. ඒ එක type එකක් තමයි මේ subordinating conjunctions. අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මේ subordinating conjunctions use කරන්නේ to make complex sentences. ඔයාලා මේවා use කරනවා and you see that the main reason for us to use them is to make complex sentences, right? So we'll go with subordinating conjunctions. So subordinating conjunctions join independent and dependent clause. Independent and dependent clause කියන්නේ මොනවද? Independent කියන්නේ if the sentence can stand alone, right? Without any support, those are independent clauses or sentences. Dependent clauses කියන්නේ when it has to depend on the main sentence or any other sentence. So that is always depending. ඒ හින්දා තමයි අපිට dependent clauses කියලා කියන්නේ. Right? So then we'll see how to use. Right, wait. We'll learn what are dependent and independent clauses. Why can't I move? Right. So first we'll learn what a clause is, then you will understand how to use the subordinating conjunctions. So here you can see a clause is a group of words that contain a subject and a verb that have a relationship. So right, if a clause, I mean a clause, it has a subject and a verb, and then that gives a clear idea. That is the main idea of a clause. Then clauses වල තියෙනවා independent clauses and dependent clauses කියලා දෙකක්. Right? Clause එකක් කියන්නේ phrase එකක් කියන්නේ just a word. ඒකේ subject එකයි verb එකයි දෙකම එකතු වෙලා හැදෙන්නේ නැහැ. Clause එක නිකන් sentence එකක් වගේ. Right? It's a sentence, right? So verb එකකුත් තියෙනවා subject එකකුත් තියෙනවා clear idea complete thought එකක් දෙනවා. ඒක තමයි clause එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ. එතකොට ඔයාලට තේරෙනවා ඇති independent clause කියන්නේ it can may give the idea on its own make sense on its own කියන්නේ I went to school මේකේ තියෙනවා subject එකයි verb එකයි දෙකම ඒ වගේම complete thought එකක් අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් මේකෙන් ඒව තමයි independent clause එකක් කියන්නේ I went to school කිව්වහම we can get a clear idea we have a subject verb and we can get an idea without any help of another phrase or anything, right? Word or anything. එතකොට I went to school කියන්නේ independent clause එකක්. ඒක ඇවිල්ලා subject verb එකක් තියෙනවා clause එකක් කිව්වහම ඒක if it can stand alone without depending on anything, it is independent clause. අපි බලමු මේක. Dependent clause. Dependent clause කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? Doesn't make sense on its own as a sentence. Although I was feeling well, I went to school. Right? So you can see මෙතන ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන්ද independent clause එක identify කරන්න. මේකේ clauses දෙකක්ම තියෙනවා. Dependent එකයි independent එකයි. Right? So you can see that I went to school is the independent clause. අපිට මේ although I was feeling well කියන එක අයින් කරොත් අපිට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් I went to school කියන්නේ මම ඉස්කෝලේට ගියා කියන එක. හැබැයි අපි I went to school නැතුව although I was feeling well කියන sentence එක විතරක් දැක්කොත් අපිට කිසිම idea එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්ද? No, we might be thinking what is this person talking about? Although I was feeling well කියලා සද්ද නැතුව ඉන්නවා. If not I was feeling well කියලා සද්ද නැතුව ඉන්නවා. එතකොට අපිට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ මොකද්ද මෙයා කියන්නේ කියලා. Right? I was feeling well. Why didn't you feel well? And what is the reason for you to tell that? ඒ වගේ questions ගොඩක් අහගෙන ඉන්න කෙනාට එන්න පුළුවන්. So you can see independent clause එකක් කියන්නේ තනියෙම meaning එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන් එකක්. ඒක කිසිම එකක depend වෙන්නේ කිසිම දෙයක් මත depend වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි dependent clause එකක් කියන්නේ ඒක ඒකෙත් හැබැයි subject verb එක තියෙනවා. clause එකක් කියන්නේ subject එකයි verb එකයි තියෙනවා. හැබැයි complete thought එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන් independent clause එකට. dependent clause එකට complete thought එකක්. එහෙම නැත්නම් idea එකක් sense එකක් දෙන්න බෑ. right? So then you can see මෙන්න මෙතන අපි use කරලා තියෙනවා although කියලා term එකක්. although කියලා word එකක් අපි use කරලා තියෙනවා. මොකක්ද ඒකෙන් කියන්නේ? although කියලා conjunction එකක් තමයි අපි use කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒකෙන් combine කරලා අපි මොකද්ද කරලා තියෙන්නේ? අපි හදලා තියෙනවා meaningful sentence එකක්. මේ sentence එක ඇවිල්ලා complex sentence එකක්. This is a complex sentence. Although I was feeling well, I went to school, right? So this is a subordinating conjunction that helps a dependent clause to get connected to the uh, main clause, which is the independent clause. Although I was feeling well, I went to school. දැන් ඔයාලා බලන්න සාමාන්‍ය conjunctions use වෙන්නේ ගොඩාක් වෙලාවට මැදදීනේ. අපි ගොඩක් අවස්ථාවලදී conjunctions use වෙන්නේ sentences combine කරන්න උනහම මැදදී. But here you can see that several conjunctions are there where we use in the beginning, in the middle, as well as at the end of a sentence. And මේ conjunctions තමයි මේ subordinating conjunctions කියන්නේ. Right? I hope you understood. මම හිතනවා තේරුණා කියලා. Right? So ඔයාලා 2 එකට යනකොට ඔයාලට තියෙනවා conditionals. Right? ඒකෙදි ඔයාලට මේ conjunction types ඕනි වෙනවා. Right? Okay, so then right. Wait, we'll go with the sentence. Now you can see subordinating conjunctions establish a relationship between two clauses. You can use these conjunctions to suggest cause and effect or to set up a contrast. Right? We'll see. We'll learn about that. Common subordinating conjunctions are because, since, as, although, though, while, whereas. දැන් ඔයාලා දැකලා ඇති මෙන්න මේ conjunction set එක අපි මුලදී use කරනවා. Because I was feeling well, I couldn't attend the lectures. Since 1990, she has been working here. As I have, as you can see, this is going to be a complex lesson. Although I have not written my essay, I have submitted my assignment, right? Though she works well, she is not kind heart. While I go to got- while I was walking, I met my friend Sumar, right? Like whereas, um, whereas can be used at the beginning. Yeah, better to use in the middle or at the end. There are some conjunctions which are used as adverbs as well, right? Until, after, before වගේවා adverbs විදියටත් use වෙනවා, right? So sorry, conjunctions විදියට use කරනවා adverbs. Until, after, before වගේ adverbs අපි use කරනවා conjunctions විදියට මම ඔයාලට කියලා දුන්න adverbs. Right? So then you can remember. මෙන්න මේ ඉසාවාවා කියන එකෙන් you can remember the it's also just I mean acronym, right? For subordinating conjunctions. මේවා ඇවිල්ලා subordinating conjunctions. If, since, as, when, although, while, after, before, until, because. Isawawa Bub or Bub, right? So that is the acronym for that. Okay, so දැන් ඔයාලා දන්නවා මොනවද subordinating conjunctions කියලා අපි බලමු මේවා use කරන්න. I move to the next. Sorry. Right. So you can say, I can stay out until the clock strikes 12. Right? So you can see, I can stay out. මේ sentence එක මෙන්න මේ part එක sentence එකේ අයින් කරොත් I can stay out කියන එක meaningful sentence එකක්. ඒක තමයි independent clause කියන්නේ. ඒකේ verb එකකුත් තියෙනවා, subject එකකුත් තියෙනවා. So you can clearly identify, understand that I can stay out is a full sentence, which is an independent clause. The clock strikes 12 කියලා අපි ඒ කෑල්ල විතරක් ගත්තොත් අපිට කිසිම idea එකක් නැහැ මොකක් ගැනද කතා කරන්නේ කියලා. So it makes a complex sentence using the what do you call the conjunction until. Right? I can stay out until the clock strikes 12. If the dependent clause comes first, you have to use a comma before the independent clause. Right? Again, dependent clause ඉස්සෙල්ලාම ආවොත්, right? So if you use the dependent clause again, until the clock strikes 12, I can stay out කියලා ලියුවොත්, you have to place what? The comma first, right? Like this. Until the clock strikes 12, comma, I can stay out. With your examples, before he leaves, make sure his room is clean. Right? So before he leaves, before. I drank a glass of water because I was thirsty. Because I was thirsty, right? I drank a glass of water. So you can see the difference between when the dependent clause comes first, you use a comma just after the dependent clause along with the conjunction. Conjunction එකත් එක්ක තියෙන dependent clause එකට පස්සේ අපි comma එක use කරනවා හදිසියේවත් dependent clause එක මේ මොනවාද? ඉස්සලාම ආවොත්. Right? So then I hope you understood. Right. So how are we going to start a sentence with the conjunction? All right. So is it wrong for us to start a sentence with a conjunction? No. Right? But make sure when and where to use and what type of conjunctions are you using when starting a sentence. දැන් ගොඩක් කට්ටිය මම දැකලා තියෙන and වගේ use පටන් ගන්නවා sentences. Right? So that is wrong actually. Right? ඒ මොන මේ subordinating conjunctions වලින් තමයි අපිට ගොඩක්ම sentence එකක් පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන්. Okay? No, make sure not to use conjunctions more often at the beginning. Yes. ඔය and ඒවනම් and so on ඒවනම් use කරන්න යන්න එපා. Since it can harm the quality of the sentence. ඇත්තටම ඔය speeches වලදී එහෙම and then ගගා කතා කරනව නේද? يعني sentence එකක් start කරනවනේ conjunction එකකින්. So I don't think that is nice. Yeah. It's not wrong. Totally වැරදි නැහැ. But it is like the quality of the sentence and quality of the speech එක අඩු කරනවා වගේ තමයි. Right? Okay, so then that's all about conjunctions. මං හිතනවා මතක ඇති කියලා. Right? අපි ටිකක් වැඩියෙන් ඕක ඉගෙන ගන්නවා conditionals එක්ක. I don't know whether you have conditionals for this semester. I don't think. බලන්න ඕනේ. Right? So conditionals මේ මට VST එකත් එක්ක පැටලුනේ VST එකලාගේ තියෙන 22 එකේ. ඔයාලගේ බලන්න ඕනේ. Right? So somehow that is how you place the conjunctions. Now I'll share you a worksheet. Right? So what you should do is you have to go through the conjunctions. Wait. Don't copy from anywhere. දන්න විදිහට කරන්න. It's okay if you make mistakes. Mistakes are acceptable. Mm, give me a second. I can't find it. In the sense, it's not operating. Mm. See, wait, give me a second. Give me a few minutes. I'll just go through it. There's problem with opening a PDF. I don't know why. Right, okay. Rewrite the sentences using the conjunctions. You have to place the conjunctions wherever appropriate and then make the sentences. Rewrite the sentences and share in chat. Let's do it quickly because I have to do another small part, another lesson. So please send your answers. So if it is taking time, no, somehow you have to quickly place the conjunctions. So just I don't need to type it. You can just copy this, right? So you know to copy it in the chat, and then you can just place the conjunction where necessary, but don't what use this in another platform and get the answers, okay? Right? What you should do is you can use like Google Lens or any Lens and then just take the picture, right? And then paste I mean, just copy it and paste in the chat. And then you can just place the conjunction there and send me. You no need to take time in writing or what do you call typing, right? So you have methods, and I know you are using these methods, so you can do that. ඉක්මනට මේ වැඩක් කරන්න පුළුවන් විදිහක් නේ online, right? So try to send it because I have to start the other part as well. So then you can just go through it, and that is very important. That lesson is important for you all for your second part of the paper. Not only that, for your day-to-day lives as well. So please send me the answers quickly. I'll give you another 5 minutes. The main intention of giving you such exercises is to just to know whether you have understood the lesson, right? And you have, I will somehow share this PDF, and you have few more other exercises, and if time permits, I will let you to do it here itself. If not, I'll just let share this so you can go through them as well. So I want even one exercise to be done because I have to check whether you have understood the lesson. One has sent me the answer. Yeah, just go through it. Vegetable. Right. Okay, I'll explain it. So there are a few mistakes, but I'll explain when I make discuss the answers. Okay. Can speak, but also can speak Italian. Focus study. So, uh, and okay. So there are a few mistakes where it's not the mistake, but the way you have I mean, uh, place the placing the conjunction is okay, but the thing is, it cannot like give the perfect idea, right? So that is the reason. If not, okay. Yeah, others also send. Sorry, others also please send. Right. Okay. So we'll discuss the answers and you please check. I hope you have done the work and I don't know if you have not, you will definitely make mistakes in the exam, right? Okay, you have come up with good answers. Right. Okay. If the first one, so one of another student sent. So you also, if you have made mistakes, you can just recheck. But I went through your answers. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. The first one. I wanted to play outside. It was raining, right? So you see, it is a simple sentence. I wanted to play outside, but it was raining. She must finish her homework, then she can watch the TV. So you can say before she must finish her homework before she can watch TV. So that is normally we don't use in that manner, but okay. He enjoys playing tennis. He enjoys playing football. So here you can use what? He enjoys playing tennis and he enjoys playing football. Kalyan on that. You can just add this conjunction and Kiladamma. He enjoys playing tennis and football. Right? So again, you no need to write the same thing. He enjoys. That part can be avoided. Then next, she can speak Spanish. She can speak Italian. So how are you going to say it? She can speak not only Spanish, right? She can speak not only Spanish, but also Italian, right? But also Italian. You no need to again write, but also she can speak Italian, right? So you just drop that part and but also Italian. So next, the cake was delicious. So it's simple. So I was full. Next one, he was tired. He managed to finish his essay. So you can write it in a way you want. So you can place it anywhere. Although he was tired, he managed to finish his essay. If not, you can say, uh, yeah, no, that is the best way. Although he was tired, he managed to finish his essay. If not, he finished to manage his essay, although he was tired. Right? Okay. Then next, you can have tea, you can have coffee, you can have tea, you can either have tea or you can either have tea or coffee, right? So that's how you can make, I mean, simply what do you call it, make the sentence clear and meaningful rather than having two separate short sentences, right? So then she didn't study the test, she passed it. Even though she didn't study for the test, she passed it, right? So next, I like to travel. My budget is limited. I like to travel. However, my budget is limited, right? And next one, it was raining. They decided to go to park. So you can say, yeah, they decided to go to park despite the raining. Also, you can say, despite the rain, they decided to go to park. So you can place the conjunction wherever you want. So yes, I went through these answers also. This seems to be correct, right? So, as I told you, rather than having many short sentences, right? So, the conjunctions help you to have one idea in one, not one sentences. It can be several sentences combined together using a conjunction, right? Conjunction or conjunctions. So here, of course, you made the mistake. He enjoys playing tennis. He enjoys playing football. You're talking about the same thing. And there you can just combine using and say, he enjoys playing tennis and football, simply, right? So there, that is where you have made the mistake, right? So remember some instances, these sentences also might have grammatical errors in the sense because the usage. Now, if it is taken from a US platform, then it might go align with theirs, right? If it is from British, then if it is with Aussie, then with them. Likewise, based on the language used in the English type of the English language, the sentences might change, and where you place the conjunction also might change. So make sure to appropriately use the conjunctions, right? So now there is another exercise. So if we have enough time, I'll definitely give you the chance to do this because we have to go through it, and I hope the others also have. I mean, except the students who sent me, others also have done this, and you are clear with it, right? Okay. So then I just stop the shaft now, and we'll go with this lesson. Uh, This is a simple lesson, but simply you can score marks as well. So last time also the students were able to score marks in this part. Right. Uh, yeah, so here you can see a topic called memorandum, right? So this is one of the writings that you get in your exam, right? So a memorandum is there, a chart description is there. Sometimes a letter writing, I'll be teaching you, and also essay writings, right? Okay, so then you can see, right? What is a memorandum? Any idea what a memorandum is? Have you written memorandums before? Or have you seen memorandums? It's recent in my yes. What is a memorandum? Yes. What is a memorandum? Right. So have you seen there are few notices, right? That you have to now just imagine no, during the last 2 weeks, there were two certain messages shared in your groups, right? So about this, yeah, I mean, what do you call this illness, right? So when it is contagious and likewise, and because of that, these lectures were temporarily, I mean, what do you call, not converted, shifted to the online system, right? So then you can see there are a few messages were shared from your heads of the departments and also the faculty, because who is the dean of the faculty, right? So likewise, several messages were shared, right? So these are types of memorandums. What are they? So what can you say about it? I mean, what do you think then? Now you have few examples, right? Where it was only shared with you as well. Yes. Internal communications, very good, right? Yes, correct. So now, when you share something within your organization, maybe institute, maybe within your own, as you say, the inside or the internal communications, right? Internally, so that becomes a memorandum, right? So there you can just share a few things, right? So that is what we call inside correspondence, right? So it is written to someone in your company, right? Or company in the sense, not only companies, but institutes or someone in the place that you are related to, right? So here these are memorandums. These are very simple, simple in the sense you have no big methods to follow. Right? So the main advantages of a memo writing or memorandum is quick. It's very quick, right? So you should not follow a structure in the sense a big or a lengthy structure or likewise a very formal professional structure there like letter or something, right? So it's just simple notice, right? quick, inexpensive. So should not worry about the expenses, especially when it comes to the online platform. It's just a small message. Then very convenient. Convenient in the sense it's convenient for the sender, and at the same time it's convenient for the reader as well to clearly, quickly grasp the idea sent to you. A written record. So memo is a written record. Till now we have only written records of memos, right? So we don't know what will happen in future because we can't tell about that. So however, it's a written record. So these are memorandums, right? So it's very quick, inexpensive, convenient written record. So you can see you got a message saying that your lectures will be your lectures will be starting from next week onwards. And this week also, we are going to have it on, not this week, last week, the message was shared. Last week also, online lectures, the lectures are going to be held. So there you can see that, right? But these messages are shared. How? These messages are shared quickly, right? Without any what do you call effort, right? So it's just a written one. So when it comes to online platform, of course, it's a typewritten one, right? So here you can see that these are the advantages of a memo, right? So we'll see what a memorandum is clearly with these definitions available here. A memo is less formal than a letter. It's not going to be like a letter. It's not that formal, and you should not spend a lot of time writing a letter or something. It's just I mean, less formal than a letter. Then it usually conveys one idea and is likely to be short, right? So it conveys one idea in the sense it doesn't say now just imagine the say a message sent to you says that you don't have lectures physically, but the online lectures for this week, and next week the lectures will start. So it is about the lectures, right? So and how I mean, or the I mean the process of lectures, right? So then, and at the same time, remember what uh, if it says like this. Also, if it is going to talk about your future semesters, your end exam, and everything, that means it is not going to be a memorandum. So a memorandum conveys one idea and it is short. Effective memos are clearly written with objectives stated in the first sentence. uh, at the first itself, the idea of the intention of the objective of writing the memo should be maintained. Now, in the letter we know already, I at least write this letter on behalf of my dear students and all the staff members. Likewise, you start it, right? So when it comes to a letter, so you will see through these examples that it is not such what do you call it is not going around, right? So it's just about given at first itself, right? So here you can see, so there are a few steps to be followed as well when writing, right? So these are purposes of memory. sorry for that. I don't know, something happened and it was very difficult for me to join. Um, Wait, so we were. I don't know you heard whether you heard me the last part. I mean, at last. Wait, I hope you can see the screen now of displaying results. Okay, so yeah, so we were talking about a memorandum, right? So when writing a memo, it is less formal than a letter and it conveys one idea and is likely to be short. So, and also when a memo is written, it directly goes with the intention of writing, right? So the object, right? At the first sentence itself, we say why we write this memo, right? Okay, so then there are many reasons where we many purposes of these memos, right? Or where what do you call it? Many places where we use this. Okay, the internet connection is unstable. Where we use it, right? So to inquire, right, to find something, to find like just to have an investigation or type like that thing, right? It's just to inquire, to find, to search, to inform, and to inform, remind about certain thing, right? And to promote goodwill, you use these memos, right? So normally in institutions like universities and all, you write for inquiries, for information, to inform, to report, and to remind, like these things. Even to transmit also, you use this uh, memos. Especially to inform and report things, you use these memos in universities. Right. So here you can see that these memos, right, answers for these questions, right? So your memos are based on these questions. What are they? Exactly why are you writing the memo, right? So your memo should tell why are you writing this memo, right? And is the person you are writing to in a position to make a decision, right? That means now, so if it is written to you all, right? So just to inform something, so the decision maker sends it to you, right? But if it is written now, if you just request for you, if you want to report something, then you have to check whether the person is the exact person that who can make the appropriate what do you call uh, the service that you want him to do, right? Then do you state your objectives immediately? So you have to place or you have to tell in the first sentences itself why you write this memo, right? So those are the things that you should focus, and this is the structure or the basic parts of a memo. To whom you write. මෙන්න මේක තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ලියන කෙනා from whom ලියන්නේ කාටද from whom ලියන cannot date then the subject, right? And then you have right? So you can just keep small space, right? Then single space in the sense you have to keep spaces in between the words and reference initials, right? So those are the things you will understand it while looking at the example. So here you can see to all anonymous in the sense of July 2025, right? You know, this dialogue people says, this anagate is sadda, I don't find it. හම්බුනොත් එහෙම ඒ කෙනාව, we have to talk about this. See how many times we have to get out of the work we do. Okay, yes. Right. Okay. So you can see how to write a memo, right? So you see two, all engineering technology students, right? From Mr. Saman Gunasekara, senior lecturer, right? So then you write the date, 19th July 2025. So you can see the subject is on workshop on resume writing. A workshop on resume writing will be held on 25th July 2025 at 10 a.m. So this is somewhat all in the main auditorium. This session will help you prepare professional resumes for your internship and job applications. All students are encouraged to attend and bring a draft of their current resume for feedback. So here you can see what you notice is directly it says what? මොනවත් කියන්න නැහැ වෙන කිසිම දෙයක්. A workshop on resume writing will be held on 25th of July 2025 at 10 a.m. Right? ඒ කියන්නේ කිසිම දෙයක් නැතුව workshop is on resume writing directly. The first sentence of this memo is what? A workshop on resume writing will be held on 25th July 2025. Okay, so then you can see the other details given is also related only to the resume writing. So if not, it doesn't mention that your online lectures will be held or any other message is not delivered through this. මෙතන තියෙන්නම workshop එක ගැන විතරම තමයි. Right? And you can see it's very simple, right? So you can write all students are encouraged to attend and in that manner, it's very simple there. You can write it. Right? And තව example එකක් right. So this one, all engineering technology students, Dr. Nalin, head of the department, 20th July 2025. Laboratory safety rules, right? So here you can see this is to remind all students that laboratory safety rules must be strictly followed during practical sessions. Always wear safety goggles and gloves and never operate equipment without instructor permission. Failure to comply may result in suspension from lab activities. Please ensure that you read and understand safety guidelines provided at the beginning of the semester. Thank you for your cooperation. So these are also like to remind you. It's a what do you call a reminder, right? So here, so you can see it is done by one of the someone superior, and if you are sending it to if you are the sender and if you are going to send it to a person, that person should be able to take decisions on behalf of what you say, right? දැන් මේ යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ මොකක් හරි අපි හිතමු හොස්ටල් ෆැසිලිටිස් නැහැ කියලා අන්න ඒ වෙනුවට වයිස් චාන්සලර්ට යන්න ඕනේ ඒක ඔයාලා සබ් වෝල්ට් යවලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ, right? So that is the art, I mean idea, right? Okay, so then here we have another example. To all employees of ABC organization, administrative assistant, 20th July 2025. Seminar to improve computer skills. This is to remind all the employees regarding a seminar to improve computer skills. So එකෙන් පළවෙනි sentence එකෙන්ම මොකද්ද මේකෙන් ලියවෙන්න ඕනි කියලා කියනවා. The employees with less computer skills will be able to improve their skills effectively. The seminar is conducted by a well-reputed IT professional, Mr. Jones. Seminar will be held on 23rd July 2025. Parking is available only to the participants. Refreshments will be served after the main first session, and the lunch will be served at the end of the seminar. Please reach the faculty canteen for the refreshments. දැන් මෙතන ටිකක් අපිට ලොකු දිග memorandum එකක් නෙමේක, right? When compared to the other ones, මේකේ ගොඩක් අර we have to give in detail සමහර ඒවා කියන්න උනහම we have to use that in that manner. So the main thing is you have to always include only the details related to the subject. මේ subject එකට අදාළව තියෙන ඒවා තමයි අපි මේ include කරලා තියෙන්නේ. seminar එකෙන් පස්සේ වෙන refreshments ඒවත් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. මොකද ඒකත් seminar එකට අදාළ හින්දා. Right? Please confirm your participation at the earliest. Thank you for your cooperation. So you can see that so writing a memorandum is very simple. Simple කියන්නේ ඔයාලට score කරන්න පුළුවන් marks වලින්. ඒ වගේම මේ වගේ memorandum එකක් ඔයාලට ඔයාලගේ ඉන්ස්ටිටියුට් එකේ කියන්නේ ඔයාලට close company එකේ ඔයාලගේ මොකක් හරි මොන හරි අපි හිතමු යුනියන් එකක් එහෙම නැත්නම් what do you call what else? You have these clubs, right? අන්න ඒ වගේ වෙලාවකදී ඔයාලට use කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ memorandums, right? So here you see that it's very simple. To, from, date, subject ලිව්වා. idea එක ලිව්වා. ඊට පස්සේ ඒ කියන්නේ මේ content එක කියන්නේ මොකක් ගැනද objective එක ලිව්වා. ඊට පස්සේ just you have to write another line which says that please confirm your participation. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි reference මොන හරි ලියනවා. Right? And then you just say thank you. Right? අන්න ඔච්චරයි ඔයාලට referendum එකකදී මේ sorry memorandum එකකදී ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ. Right? So you can see for a memo, make sure the memo is clear. Clear වෙන්න ඕනි. It should be concise. ඒත් කියන්නේ හරි කියන්නේ ඕනවට වඩා දිග වෙන්නත් හොඳ නැහැ. Right? So it should be clear, concise, then correct. Correct කියන්නේ accurate information share වෙන්න ඕනි. දැන් ඔයාලට මේ සතියේ lectures නැහැ කිව්වා. නෑ ඒ වගේ decision එකක් නේ. So it depends on whether you travel home or some like I mean whether you travel from home to the uni. Likewise, you have to take decisions based on those memos, right? අන්න ඒ වගේ ඒක correct ද ඊළඟට complete වෙන්න ඕනි, right? So you should not I mean talk about each and everything there. ඒ අවශ්‍ය දේවල් විතරක් ලියන්න ඕනි, right? Complete. And also it should be complete. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි දෙයක් වෙනවා නම් ඒ දේ ගැන සම්පූර්ණ අයිඩියා එක ඒක රීඩ් කරන කෙනාට යන්න ඕනි. right? ඒක තමයි මේකෙදි දැන් අර refreshments ගැන උනත් කියන්නේ. ඒකට එතනින් එහාට මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ කියන එක. The refreshments will be served කිව්වට අපි දන්නේ නැහැ කොහෙද ඒක serve කරන්න කියලා. So these people are just participating for the seminar. They are not the organizers, right? So then you have to show the path. Likewise, then be sure the memo states the purpose clearly. Purpose එක එහෙම නැත්නම් objective එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Presents message effectively. Use a courteous tone. Courteous tone කියන්නේ හරිම kindly, right? ඒ කියන්නේ නිකන් මොනවද කියන්නේ හරිම බෑගාපත්ත නෙමෙයි but අර නිකන් workshop අන්න අර හරිම නිකන් kind invitation එකක් විදිහට තමයි අපි ඒක මේ ලියන්නේ, right? So if it is to inform or to remind something also the same. You can see this is to remind our students laboratory safety rules must be strictly followed during sessions, right? Failure to comply may result in suspension from lab activities. එතකොට ඒකත් හරිම අපි කිව්වොත් මේ හරිම මේ kindly තමයි කියන්නේ, right? So then you have to use a courteous tone. Gives reader complete accurate details, right? So accurate ඒ වගේම complete details තියන්න ඕනේ. දැන් if the resume writing workshop is going to be held on 25th, it should be clearly denoted. And also not only that the time එකක් වගේ දෙයක් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම memorandum එකකදී ඔයාලා හරියටම mention කරලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ if it is something regarding workshop or some event, right? And then concludes appropriately. So ඒකට ගැලපෙන විදිහට conclude කරන්න ඕනි. Then you can see here all students are encouraged to attend and bring a draft of their current resume for feedback. So that is the way you end it, right? So in this session, you can see in this memorandum, please ensure that you read and understand the safety guidelines provided at the beginning of the semester, right? So you can see මෙතනදී ටිකක් ඒක නිකන් strictly වලට වැඩිය අපි කිව්වොත් cautious විදිහට ඒකෙන් වෙලා තියෙනවා. So that depends and that is the way I mean you have to conclude it appropriately relating to your I mean by relating to the memorandum that you write. So this is very simple. ඇත්තටම හරිම ලේසි මේක ලියන්න. And also you can score marks. මේකේ marks ගන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මතක තියාගන්න ඕනට වඩා හැමදේම අර ගොඩාක් දේවල් in detail ලියන්න යන්න එපා. අවශ්‍ය දේ විතරක් ලියන්න. Right? Based on the memorandum type that you get. Memorandum type in the sense the topic you get, right? The subject. So this is what memorandum is. So you can score marks from this. So try to write, I mean, try not, we can write this. Actually, I have seen many students writing the memorandum because you have nothing much to follow. You just have to write the two from subject, the content, and then the conclusion, right? So I hope you understood what a memorandum is. If you have any questions regarding memorandum, you can just share with me. I have another lecture as well. If you have any other, I'll just share this with you, the PDF of conjunction. Any questions regarding conjunctions or even memorandum, you can share it now. So I forgot to tell you, right? So next week, of course, we are going to have the first CA. right? So it is going to be a group CA. I will send you the guidelines. I'll send via your batch representatives. So there, what you should do is you will be grouped according to your attendance sheets. They are in the batch, the names and the indexes, right? So then I will be grouping what you do is you have to describe it. Every one of you should speak. හැම එක්කෙනාම කතා කරන්න ඕනේ. කතා කරේ නැත්නම් ඒකෙනාට ලකුණු නැහැ. Right? So I'll send you the guidelines. Guidelines එවනවා. එතකොට ඔයාලට ඒක බලන්න පුළුවන්. And so I'll be taking group by group, and then I'll give you time for the preparation, and then I'll be taking according to the attendance sheet. Right? So it's very simple. You have nothing to worry. You have to just describe the picture. Right, so that is going to be a CA1. So CA2, of course, since your semester is going to end by now. For now, it says that it will end by first week of December. We have to do the CA2 as well. So I'll let you know what the CA2 is in future. For now, remember you have your CA1 next week on Monday from 1 to 3. I'll send the guidelines so you can follow, and students who are not here as well. So they can get an idea about the CA, right? Okay, then that's all. I hope you understood the lesson. If you have any questions, you have chance now. If not, let's wind up the session. Did you all understand the lesson? And hopefully we'll write a memorandum as well, right? We'll just practice 2 or 3 memorandums and also some chart descriptions when we meet next day, right? Because we did it online and I don't know whether you understood or not. So I will just have a small worksheet for you all to do there just after the CA. I hope to take the CAs as soon as possible. So by sharp 3 you have to be there, right? හරියටම 3 වෙද්දි ඉන්න ඕනි, right? Sorry, 3 නෙමෙයි 1 වෙද්දි ඉන්න ඕනි. By at 1 we have the lectures, right? So the lecture starts at 1. So by 1 you have to be there in the lecture halls, right? All of you. If you have any issues, you just let me know. Okay, then that's all for today. Thank you everyone for joining. Let's meet on next day for and be ready for the CA, right? Just a picture description. So I'll show you how to describe as well before the CA starts. So please try to be right at 1. Okay. Right. Okay. Then have a nice day, everyone.
Recording stopped.